Speaking of the transcendence of law can make people feel very uneasy. What would society look like if we did not have laws? If we did not have laws, would we not descend into violence and constant fighting? I would like to suggest that the equation of a lawless society with violence has nothing obvious about it. Societies with very strong laws and strict codes often have a high degree of violence to them. Societies with very few laws may have a low incidence of violent behavior. Laws, after all, create criminals. Of all the spiritual traditions I know of, the Taoists have the clearest insight into this. Lao Tzu says in section 57 of the Tao Te Ching, "The more laws and restrictions, the poorer people become. The sharper people's weapons, the more trouble in the land. The more ingenious and clever people behave, the more strange things happen. The more rules and regulations, the more thieves and robbers." In a passionate and eloquent speech, Chuang Tzu in chapter 11 says the following: "Although the whole world joins in rewarding good people, there will never be enough reward. Though the whole world joins in punishing evil people, there will never be enough punishment. Huge as the world is, it cannot supply sufficient reward or punishment. From the 3 dynasties on down, there has been nothing but bustle and fuss all over this matter of rewards and punishments. How could people have any leisure to rest in the true form of their inborn nature and fate? In the world of today, the victims of the death penalty lie heaped together. The bearers of cangs tread on each other's heels. The sufferers of punishment are never out of each other's sight. And now come the Confucianists and Moists, waving their arms, striding into the very midst of the fettered and manacled. Ah, that they should go this far, that they should be so brazen, so lacking in any sense of shame. Who can convince me that sagely wisdom is not in fact the wedge that fastens the kang? That benevolence and righteousness are not in fact the loop and lock of these fetters and manacles? How do I know that the sages are not the whistling arrows that signal the approach of thieves and bandits? Therefore I say, cut off sageness, cast away wisdom, and the world will be in perfect order." In the present day US, we have a perfect illustration of these Taoist insights. Prisons multiply, prison population skyrockets, more laws add their weight to more laws, the death penalty runs rampant and unchecked, a sure sign of moral decay. The result, crime continues to rise, violence increases with no end in sight to the escalation. Should this not give us pause to consider just what law means? Does this not indicate that we have perhaps made a basic error in how to order a society? Perhaps the problem lies precisely with the idea of ordering a society to begin with. In that case, transcending all laws shows the way to peace. As Lao Tzu says in section 29 of the Tao Te Ching, "Do you think you can take over the universe and improve it? I do not believe you can do it. The universe names the sacred. You cannot improve it. If you try to change it, you ruin it. If you try to hold it, you lose it."